Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon, and I'm heading to lunch right now to have a lovely sandwich or maybe a burger with some mushrooms and some fries. And I'll buy index funds because I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed at all. So, the whole point of this video is we're going to talk about why Jeremy Financial Education keeps doubling down on the garbage, small cap growth, unprofitable trash stocks that he keeps buying. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out why. Why does Jeremy keep buying these stocks over and over and over again? Honest, Tattoo Truckers Tank Sack, Smile Direct Club, Planet 13, all of these stocks, very good food company, all of these stocks have been freaking utterly decimated. And I knew this was going to happen for the longest time because if you look at the fundamentals of these companies, their income statement, their balance sheet, their statement of cash flows, they're freaking unprofitable, money-bleeding trash. All of them. Now, it's so perplexing to me because Jeremy paints himself as this genius freaking investor who made $200,000 by age 25, or saved that much. Oh, that's what I did too with index funds. So hard. Just save your money, max your tax, manage accounts. And he paints himself as a genius. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, okay, you seem to, or you claim at least to understand stocks, and yet you just put millions of dollars into freaking trash. And it did not make sense to me. Well, the first conclusion I arrived at, he's a gas station manager. Of course, we all know that by now. And he really has no financial background. But there's actually another reason why Jeremy is doing what he's doing. And I finally figured it out. Now, I've heard for the longest time that one of the most dangerous things that can happen to a new, young, and impressionable investor is to gamble on a stock and make a fortune off of it. Make an absolute fortune. Now, the stock in question that I'm referring to, and you all probably know it, is La Tesla Futura. Now, Jeremy, in his infinite wisdom, put about, at least based on his cost basis that I could see on his public portfolio, he put about $20-something thousand in Tesla. He might have actually sold some shares, I don't know. But he made this small speculative bet in Tesla. Now, back then, Tesla's financials were complete and utter garbage. They were losing money hand over fist. They almost went bankrupt a couple of times. But Jeremy just knew that Tesla was going to overcome all of the hurdles and become the EV luxury car company that it is today. So Jeremy did his $20,000-something investment, maybe more. I think he sold some. And his investment return was roughly 2,100%. So he 20x'd his freaking money on this one stock. Now, what did this do to Jeremy? What did this teach him? What lesson did he learn? Well, in his mind, he looked at the company. He saw revenue my avenue. He saw growth. Go stocks! And he concluded that as long as the revenue's growing and the stock's futuristic or the company's futuristic or exciting, if you just buy the company, eventually the fundamentals always work themselves out and you're going to make a freaking fortune. That is what Tesla did to him. And as a young and impressionable investor, and he's pretty young, he's 32, he's my age. I don't know, am I old? Probably old to some of you freaking teenagers. But as a young and impressionable investor, Tesla ruined his future because he learned the wrong lesson. This is what happens to all you youngins that get lucky on a stock or on crypto. You think you're a freaking genius, when in reality, you didn't understand a thing about what you were buying. You threw a ton of money, or all your freaking money, into a highly speculative stock that could have, or company that could have easily gone out of business, and you got freaking lucky. And that's exactly what happened to Jeremy. So now we're at a point where he bought the Tesla, he bought La Tesla, and it went up, And he said, I can do this again because I got it right. There's something, I have a special touch. I know what I'm doing. And because of that, he's dumped millions of dollars, millions of your dollars that he's collected through his grifty course. And he's dumped millions into Tattoo Trucker's Ballsack, Corsair, Honest My Bonest, Planet 13, Smile Direct Club, all of this freaking trash that is utterly, disgustingly gross and sick. Now, what's going to happen to Jeremy is he's going to lose all of his freaking money, or the vast majority of it, because he learned from Tesla that you don't have to do any fundamental analysis. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is look at the stock, and if the revenue's going up, you can ignore everything else. Well, let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's not how it works. That is not how it works in the freaking slightest. I can assure you that plenty of businesses go out of business. They lose money consistently. They never figure out their processes. They get crushed by a highly competitive market, and boom, they're freaking gone and they're out of business. Now, Tesla was able to overcome those odds, and they became profitable, and now they're a luxury automaker that appeals to rich liberals who want to be amazing. But that was one exception. The vast majority of his stocks are going to go away. They are not going to be publicly traded in the next 5 years. And I can tell you that. I'm very confident of that. I'm not 100% confident because you never know the future. But I'm very confident because I know how to read financials. Jeremy does not. He literally only looks at revenue growth and something that sounds cool and exciting and faddish and futuristic. That's all he freaking does. There is no other thing that he does. And to him, he thinks that's all it takes to be a good investor. So he's going to put all of this money in these companies that are losing money hand over fist. It's freaking nuts. And he thinks it's going to work because he did the same thing with Tesla. I'm warning you people. If you bought Tesla and you made a lot of money, or you bought Bitcoin when it was cheap and you made a ton of money, you're not a freaking genius. You got lucky. And if you take that lesson to heart, you can use that to take advantage of what you got. You got a gift. If you bought Tesla very cheaply and you made a fortune, you were given a gift. You were given some luck. What you need to do is, if you still have money invested in Tesla, you should probably consider giving out of it, or Bitcoin, sell it, and boom, look at that. Now you have potentially hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars that you can put to more conservative assets that are probably going to be around in the next 5, 10, or 15 years. All of these ballsack companies that Jeremy's buying are not going to be around. And he's going to have a very sad, pitiful demise. Now, the worst thing that's going to happen is one of his stocks somehow survives, which is possible, and that reconfirms to him that he's a freaking investing genius. And he's going to use that to his advantage to keep selling you courses so he can keep gambling on more unprofitable stocks. It's a freaking joke. That is what Jeremy's doing. It's all from Tesla. All of it. Before that, I don't think he thought he was a genius. But after Tesla, boom, I'm a freaking genius. That's all Jeremy is. Revenue by avenue, I bought Tesla, buy my course, give me money. Sad, sick. All right, I'm going to lunch. Talk to you later. Cheers!